Anyway, we're so happy you're with us. A lot of things to do tonight, as always. We try to cram as much into our little show here as we can. Let's get started. I got to show you something. All charges against Michael Jackson for child molestation have been dropped. We want to go back and revisit some things here. Michael Jackson, in December the 22nd of 1993, when he went on television to proclaim his innocence. Here's how that looked.
I am totally innocent of any wrongdoing, and I know these terrible allegations will all be proven false.
Some newspaper headlines that have been prominent since this case of child molestation came up. Cops raid Michael Jackson's homes, Peter Pan or pervert, pop star in sex probe. For the whole year since this thing came up, the American people have assumed Michael Jackson's guilty because the press has assumed he's guilty. Remember all the people who were talking? We had chauffeurs, we had bodyguards, we had cooks who ostensibly worked for him saying, oh yes, I saw him in compromising situations. Oh yes, he loved to sleep with little boys. Oh yeah. And we had this young accuser and his dentist father, and everybody was saying, kids don't lie. You know, that's one of the things I hear liberals say all the time. Psychologists and everything, kids don't lie, they don't make it up. They don't know enough to lie. They're too innocent and young. Well, here's Gil Garcetti, district attorney in Los Angeles. Watch.
Since August 1993, the Los Angeles Police Department, the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department, the Santa Barbara District Attorney's Office, and the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office have been investigating allegations of child abuse involving singer Michael Jackson. That investigation is now complete.
Nope.
We have concluded that because the young boy who was the catalyst for this investigation has recently informed us that he does not wish to participate in any criminal proceeding where he is named as a victim, that we must decline prosecution involving Mr. Jackson.
So they got no evidence. This is there is no corroborating evidence. They impaneled a grand jury in Santa Barbara. Now, a grand jury can indict this remote control unit if it wants to. You don't need hardly anything to get an indict. You can indict a ham sandwich, for crying out loud. There was no evidence. All the press reports, though, were that there were countless people who saw and witnessed and could testify that Michael Jackson had committed this dastardly deed. But they have no evidence. They can't proceed. This kid, guess what? This kid was given sodium amytal. I think it's what it's called. It's a truth serum. It's like pentothal, except they call it a truth serum, but it's also been used while people are under its spell to plant false images in their heads, and when they come off the drug, they think that what they thought then actually happened. So now people are speculating that Michael Jackson was set up, that the dentist was involved, used the kid as a tool. But how many of you have been thinking Michael Jackson was guilty for the whole year simply because the press had all these people saying all these things? It's an accusation for which there's no defense. The minute the accusation's leveled, you're guilty. Man, if you have sexually harassed just the allegation, you're guilty. If you've molested a child, forget the evidence. Kids don't lie, you're guilty. And there's a great lesson here, folks, about not believing everything. This is a sensation-oriented, lazy press that cared more about the highlights and the pizzazz of the story itself rather than the serious contents of the story. It's a great thing to keep in mind also as you watch other fabulous court cases and trials come to, including O.J. Simpson. Keep in mind that until a trial and until somebody has evidence, the nature of the evidence is what matters, not the seriousness of the allegation. It's the nature of the evidence. Until somebody has some, you shouldn't believe a darn thing because you don't know. And neither did the press. Always a wise lesson to illustrate the press doesn't know what it's talking about. Anytime we can illustrate that, because it's most of the time, we'll do it. When we come back,